In the world of boxing, legends aren't born in the ring, they're crafted in the grind. They're shaped by sweat, disciplined through hard work, and honed by sacrifice. For Gervonta "Tank" Davis, this isn't just another training camp, it's the proving ground. It's where the body is pushed to its limits, torn down, and rebuilt, emerging stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. With fight night fast approaching, every second, every session, every drop of sweat counts. His opponent, Lamont Roach, is hungry and ready to shake up the division, but inside Tank's gym, there's no room for doubt, only work. When Gervonta "Tank" Davis trains, the world watches. This is the unseen battle before the war, the grind before the glory. This is Tank's most intense camp yet. Tank is no stranger to war. He's built his legacy by walking through fire, knocking out legends, and proving, time after time, why he's one of the most dangerous fighters in the game. But for this fight, something feels different. The stakes are higher. The hunger is deeper. The training is more brutal than ever. For years, Tank has been the embodiment of controlled destruction, an unstoppable force leaving knockout victims in his wake. But now, the fight world faces a reality no one saw coming. The countdown to his final chapter has begun. Tank has flirted with retirement before, teasing the idea of stepping away from the ring. But this time, it's different. It's real. In 2025, one of the most electrifying fighters of this generation will hang up his gloves for good.
What changed? What made this trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Yeah. Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. But like you said, you got to walk today.
The announcement sent shockwaves through the sport. Fans, fighters, and legends.
Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
The announcement sent shockwaves through the sport. Fans, fighters, and legends alike were left struggling to process the idea that a man still in his prime, still feared by many, would willingly step away. But for Tank, the decision isn't about money, belts, or proving a point. It's about something bigger: family, peace, and a life beyond the chaos of combat. For him, the journey has always been more than just the fight. It's about finding balance, preserving what truly matters, and stepping into a new chapter. This isn't just another fight. It's one of the last times we'll ever see Gervonta "Tank" Davis in the ring, one of the last times we'll witness his power, his precision, his greatness. When that final bell rings, history will remember the warrior who walked away on his own terms. And as Tank prepares for Lamont Roach, he's taking his preparation to a whole new level. This isn't just about sharpening the weapons he already has, it's about upgrading them. Refining his power, enhancing his speed, mastering the science behind his destruction. Inside this training camp, Tank isn't just pushing his body to the limit. He's redefining it. A blend of cutting-edge sports science, old-school grit, and some of the most brutal sparring sessions of his career. Every move is calculated for maximum impact. The goal: to enter fight night stronger, faster, and more precise than ever before. One of the biggest additions to this camp has been technology. Tank has always relied on raw athleticism and knockout power, but now his team is fine-tuning his game in ways never seen before. High-tech motion capture is breaking down every punch, every slip, every step. Every movement is analyzed, optimized, and improved. But it's not just about hitting hard. It's about hitting smarter. Tank is working with reaction-based training tools, lights flashing in unpredictable sequences, forcing him to react in milliseconds. The goal? To see shots before they come, sharpening his reflexes to an almost superhuman level. And then there's endurance. High-altitude training has become a staple in this camp. Tank is pushing his lungs to the limit, running steep mountain trails with a weighted vest strapped to his chest. The goal, to ensure he can maintain his power deep into the later rounds if the fight even lasts that long. Most fighters slow down after 6 or 7 rounds, but Tank is making sure that, if this fight goes the distance, he's still a monster in round 12. Recovery is key, too. Cryotherapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, deep tissue work, every aspect of his body is being treated like a machine, ensuring that he's fresh and explosive every time he steps into the gym. He's cutting weight more efficiently, avoiding the burnout that fighters often face in grueling camps. At this point in his career, Tank isn't just relying on what's worked before. He's embracing every tool, every method, every ounce of knowledge to make sure that when he steps into the ring against Lamont Roach, he's not just the same Tank Davis, he's the best version of himself that's ever existed. And when the bell rings,
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
They got the whole hood over there, like twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he can't
I don't care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f them up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Well,
gonna get
under
f***ed
y'all
over here.
face up.
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you out your spot. They gonna trick you out your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Get this. Forget what you thought you knew. Gervonta Tank Davis isn't just a knockout artist, he's a surgeon of destruction. His precision, his power, and his ability to read an opponent's every move elevate him to another level. He doesn't just land punches, he delivers calculated blows that break his opponents down, mentally and physically. When Tank hits, it's not just about the
Gervonta Tank Davis.
Face forward first, face forward. Uh-oh, here we go. All right. All right, come on. All right. Face forward.
And Gervonta Tank Davis. And Frank the Ghost Martin heating things up already in anticipation of the showdown for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. We'll invite our guests, our trainers, to join us here at the podium.
Take his fight with Frank Martin, for example. Martin came in fast, sharp, and confident, thinking his slick footwork and defensive skills could keep him out of danger. But Tank? He let Martin dance. He let him feel comfortable, let him think he was in control. And then, in the 8th round, with ice-cold precision, Tank struck. A perfectly timed counter left uppercut canvas. The fight was over before Frank Martin even knew what hit him. That wasn't just power, it was calculation. Tank knew Martin dipped his head when throwing combinations, and he waited for the perfect moment to exploit it. When it came, Tank executed with flawless precision. Martin's body was done before his mind even caught up to what happened. And then there was Ryan Garcia. Garcia came out aggressive, throwing wild shots and trying to smother Tank. But Tank stayed calm, studied Garcia's rhythm, and in the 7th round, he set the trap. A feint to the body made Garcia drop his hands for just a second.
I look sharp. Something like that. So, yeah, I'm going for the Roach fight. You got time to leave?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll buy you dinner if you spot it. He's right. What I promise you, that's a new one.
When the lights shine bright and the world is watching, there's one undeniable truth: if Tank touches your chin, the fight is over. And on fight night, Lamont Roach is going to find that out the hard way. As the fight approaches, the boxing world is buzzing with predictions. Analysts, former champions, and current fighters all have their takes. But one thing is crystal clear: Gervonta Davis is the overwhelming favorite. Tank's reputation precedes him, and everyone knows what happens when he steps into that ring. He doesn't just win, he makes a statement. Looking to win, he's looking to dominate. All eyes are on him, and the pressure's on Roach to prove he can withstand what no one else has been able to. Athleticism and intelligence is what makes him such a dangerous and unpredictable force in the ring.
The overwhelming favorite.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, you know, obviously, Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
Damn. Well, the history, you got to love it. What do you think about Tank versus, obviously...
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they known each other for so long now. You know, they grew up nearby in DC, and I think overall, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yeah.
You mean like he get him out of there anytime?
I think he will. But I think Roach. You know, they know each other very well. They know what type of styles they like to put on. I mean, they used to fight a lot in the amateurs, probably sparred too. So, you know, I think that it'll just go to show. But remember, everybody got to realize Lamont Roach is going up to 135. He's going up a weight class.
Right.
You know, and I think that's what makes me think that Tank should...
Power, precision, experience, Tank has it all. Most experts believe this is his fight to lose. With his unmatched skill set and the way he's evolved in this camp, Tank's combination of raw talent and calculated destruction makes him a near unstoppable force. His every move is sharp, his instincts deadly, and when he steps into the ring, he's not just looking...
Tank have history. What can you tell us about their history and how that's going to play into the fight come fight night?
They got amateur history. They fought maybe 2 or 3 times. Tank being the winner. They sparred a few times. Tank got the best of the sparring. They just bigger and stronger now, you know? Older.
Now, it's some word out there that Lamont say, you know, he got some film that don't make Tank look too good. What could that? How could that affect, you know, the outcome on December 14th?
Shit, man. Tank last 4 or 5 opponents all had film like about how they beat him up in sparring. If that's the case, that shit happen. But fight night, we all know the outcome.
Fighters like Sean Porter and Andre Ward have pointed out that Tank's explosiveness, combined with his high fight IQ, makes him nearly impossible to outbox. It's not just his raw...
Just been released to the public. You know now, December 14th, Houston, Texas, he's going to be facing a very tough opponent in Lamont Roach. Can you tell us a little bit about the history between them two?
Oh man, they've been knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's gonna be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach always, he come to fight. And I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, oh, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
While Tank is the clear top dog, some believe Lamont Roach has a real shot. Boxing is unpredictable, and Roach's technical ability, solid defense, and hunger to shock the world have earned him a few believers.
And something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about it.
The stage is set. The hours of training, the blood, the sweat, the sacrifice, all of it leads to this moment. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the most feared punchers in boxing, is stepping into the ring for one of his final battles. His power is sharper than ever, his reflexes honed to perfection, and his legacy almost complete. This is more than just another fight, it's the culmination of years of relentless.
How was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Tank, this isn't just another fight. It's one of the last times he'll lace up the gloves, one of the last times the world will witness the knockout king in action. Whether it ends in seconds, rounds, or goes the full distance, one thing is certain: when Tank fights, the world watches. So get ready, because when that bell rings, Gervonta Davis is stepping into battle one more time, and history is about to be written.